Good morning, it's Karen, and this is part 2 of Know My Tastes Tag. We left off on question number 7, so let's move on to number 8. And what is in my trash pocket? This is the first time I've heard this question, but I guess a trash pocket is like, what is your lovely trash stuff that you love, like tropes or character types or genres, if you will. I hesitate to call it trash because I feel like everything kind of has a little bit of value. Found family is always heartwarming. I love found family. Fantasy romance sometimes just hits in such a way that I just go, woo, okay. I wouldn't want to call A Court of Thorns and Roses trash because it has merit and I love it, but I guess some people might regard it as trashy. So let's just say that. Are they fairies or are they elves? I think they're fairies disguised as elves, like Lord of the Rings elves. So I kind of enjoy that slight fan fiction of Lord of the Rings. Oh, retellings. I love a good retelling. Retellings of fairy tales. Yes, please. I mean, A Court of Thorns and Roses is like, what is it? It's not, is it Cinderella? It is Cinderella, isn't it? I do adore retellings. I am a sucker for them. I love me a good story about a female knight. Any women training to be a knight, I'm in. I love it. There's a character in the Red Knight series called Sauce, and she's the best. I live for her. Oh my goodness. 9. What's a deal breaker? What is a total book turnoff? Ooh, okay. Ooh, I know. Didactic books. Books that are trying to hammer something in so hard that you just go, okay, I get it. I'm done. I want more nuance. I don't want the soapbox character that gets up and is like, you know what women need? Women need equality and equal rights, and we need to be treated the same. No. What I want is that explored in a very real, visceral, actionable way. I don't want to be lectured about a particular topic. I want that topic explored, and I want me as the reader guided. Guided, not face slammed into the words. That is a pet peeve of mine. There was a book, I'm not going to say which one, that was purporting itself to be a historical novel and ended up being so modern that I wanted to vomit and I could not finish. Chapter 2, I think I stopped. And this was a big book and I was super excited. It was like Lady Pirates. And I could not get past the soapbox. It was like, okay, I got it. I understood what you're trying to say, but what you're trying to say is so heavy-handed that I can't. That's my bugaboo. Ooh, what's a strong opinion about a 2024 book? An overrated or an underrated book? I didn't prepare this one. I mean, I can tell you this year what I read that I think is overrated, and that is The Grace of Kings. I think while it is a wonderful piece of fantasy, it first should be caveated that it is a historical retelling of Chinese history. And I think it is approached very historically. It's almost miscategorized. I don't know. I didn't love it. So I think it's overrated. What is an underrated book? I mean, I think this year Death of the Author is going totally under the radar. I don't know, nobody's talking about it. I think I saw one person talk about it, maybe two. But like maybe it's just not impacting as much as it impacted for me. Okay, what do you look for in writing? What makes a book stand out? Is it themes? Is it the prose? What is it? A standout book for me is definitely quality of writing. I want to be reading something that has some ease to it while also challenging me. I don't want it to be so focused on the words that I'm completely taken out of the book, but I want to be reading something where I know that the author was carefully choosing what they were using. They were being a wordsmith. The one that I think of right now is The Saint of Bright Doors. This one had such wonderful writing. It was fantastic, and I learned a whole bunch of new words. I do like looking up new words, but I don't want to be looking up new words every other sentence. Throw in a new one every so often. That's great. Voice can definitely make or break a book. The Benjamin Stevenson books have a very strong voice because he is telling you the story as kind of a meta writer. And that can be a turnoff for some people. I like it because it was done in a cheeky sort of a way. It wasn't like I'm going to feed everything to you, reader. It was, you're going to find out on page 72 and this thing, and I'm going to mention this person's name this number of times. So you better keep count. Like it's cheeky. It's got a little bit of playfulness to it. I like books that understand their story. They understand whether their story is serious or playful. So the Benjamin Stevenson ones are playful. I would say Blood Over Bright Haven is more serious, and it takes a more serious tone, and it explores really complex things. And I really enjoyed that. I do not like simple. You will notice that a lot of very popular books have very plain writing. Fourth Wing comes to mind. The writing is very plain. It delivers you exactly what you need. That doesn't mean to say that her characters aren't complex and that her plots aren't crafted well. But the writing is plain enough that it attracts a lot of readers. Now, coming from a teacher's point of view, most people will have a certain grade level worth of reading. So maybe some people read at a grade 10 level and some people read at a university level. Person who's reading at like a grade 10 level is more likely to be reading the simpler type proses because that's accessible to them. And there's nothing wrong with that. We want books accessible to all different types of readers and all different levels. And so I think there is value in simplistic writing. And I will read simplistic writing, but I tend towards stuff with a little bit more meat and a little bit more depth to it. How do you decide what to read next? Well, I had my TBR jars for a while there. Those were lots of fun. I enjoy having books just kind of land in my lap and then just reading them then. Sometimes books will call to me. I will be looking at a shelf and that book just goes, read me. It's a very Alice in Wonderland thing. Read me. And I go, okay, not right now. I'm reading like 5 other books, right? That book keeps yelling at me louder and louder and louder. Read me, read me, read me. Fine. I will put all the other ones away and I will read you right now. And sometimes, probably 90% of the time, that book I read at the right time. I do try and listen to that intuition sometimes. I tend to plan reading more so than anything else. I have my list of goals, but I get off the path. Like right now, I'm reading like a bunch of stuff that is not on my list at all. I don't know how I got into it. Oh yeah, you're gonna read fantasy all summer. Surprise. No, you're not. Like a bit of a planner and a pantser, so I'm a plantser, if you will. Where do I get inspiration for BookTube content? here. I watch a great number of people, but then I also am kind of just like thinking, it's always like percolating in the back of my brain, like, ooh, I want to do this, and ooh, I want to do that. And sometimes I see a tag by someone that I like go, ooh, I'd like to do that. Honestly, can come from anywhere, can come from anything. Sometimes I'm just reading a book and go, I need to vlog this right now. I am not a slave to the algorithm, as you can see by my subscriber count. I don't care. I'm doing this because I absolutely adore it. I've been meaning to do it since 2013, and I'm so happy that I am doing it because I love doing it. I love the whole process of planning, chatting, editing, and making thumbnails. It's so fun. So I really don't care that, I'm just enjoying myself. Who else am I going to talk to books about? 14. If you could make any book go viral, what book would you make go viral? Here's some books that I love that I would love more attention to them. The Sea in Summer by George Turner. Once Was Willem by M.R. Carey. I think the Senlin Ascends is pretty popular in the little niche of YouTube. Amelia Peabody books. I think they're really popular for a certain age demographic. That certain age demographic being like 67-year-olds. But people love Veronica Speedwell right now, and I think people who would love Veronica Speedwell would absolutely adore Amelia Peabody by Elizabeth Peters. Crocodile in the Sandbank is the first book, so if you want to check it out, it's so much fun. What booktubers have similar taste to you? I have yet to find my exact person, but right now the closest person that I can think of is Julie Reeds. She's probably got the closest amount of similar reading tastes and likes as to me. We are pretty close in a lot of things. There are a couple of books that she's more into that I know I won't like, but then she absolutely adores books that I've loved too. So she's the closest person that I have found so far. And who would you tag? I don't really have anybody. I would tag Julie just because I want to see her do this one. I want to see if we really do align. So this one's for you, Julie. And there you have it. That's my Know My Tastes tag. I hope I clarified a few things for you. And if not, just like keep watching my book recommendations and my wrap-ups and just see where we go. My name is Karen. I'm the Book Liberdot. I love exploring all different types of books. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye.